Good morning, grade 4-5s. Miss Mazzola here again. We're continuing with time. Everybody did such a good job yesterday with telling time. There was just a few minor details, but I left some feedback in the notes. So please have a read with that. And I think let's move on. Let's have some fun today with military time. Because you might use military time. It's not just used in the military. So you don't have to be part of the army to use it. Police use it, hospitals use it, and sometimes people just use it because they prefer it. You don't have to use AM or PM when you use military time. So let's have a go and see how you feel about it. Okay, so bear with me. I did my best to think of a way to explain this as easy as possible because it can be a little bit confusing, because it's completely different to everything you've learned about time. So forget about these hands for a moment, okay? I just want to show you that when the time starts in the middle of the night, it's 12 a.m. Okay, we all know that. In military time, we would say 0-100 hours. Okay, that is 12 a.m. It is 0-100 hours. Then you move to 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is 0-100 hours. That's for military time. You would say 0-100 hours instead of having to say 1 o'clock a.m. 2 a.m., 0-200 hours. 3 a.m., 0-300 hours. 4 a.m., 0-400 hours. 5 a.m., 0-500 hours. 6 a.m., 0-600 hours. 7 a.m., 0-700 hours. 8 a.m., 0-800 hours. 9 a.m., 0-900 hours. 10 a.m., okay, 1,000 hour. 11 a.m., 1,100 hours. And then you've completed the day version, so the AM. When it goes around again, normally we would start with PM, but that's not how it works in military time. So once the clock goes around, for us this is usually lunchtime, it's now 12 p.m. on a regular clock, so standard time, civilian time. In 24-hour clock, now it starts at 1,200 hours. Okay, and instead of moving on to what would be 1 p.m. in the afternoon, we don't say 1 p.m., it's 1,300 hours. Okay, it's adding the 1 to the 12, so it just keeps going. Instead of turning it to p.m., it just adds it on. That's why we don't have to use AM or PM in military time, because you know that if it says 0-100 hours, it means AM, and if it says 1,300 hours, it's because it's after 12 noon. Okay, so 3 p.m. we don't say 3 p.m. we say 1,500 hours, because we know 3 plus the 12 is 15. Okay, so 4 a.m. is not going to be 4 p.m. It's going to be 1,600 hours, right? 4 plus 12, 16. So what do you think 5 is going to be? What do you think 5 p.m. is going to be? 1,700 hours. 5 plus 12. What about 6? 6 p.m. is 1,800 hours. Okay, continuing on. 7 p.m. turns into 1,900 hours. 8 p.m. turns into 2,000. 9 p.m. turns into 2,100 hours. 10 p.m. turns into 2,200 hours, right? 10 plus 12 is 22. Oops. and 11 p.m. turns into 2300 hours. Okay? So, like the lady in the next video says, if there is a half hour, you can say 1430. That would be 30 minutes past 2 p.m. Okay? Don't worry so much about the minutes and stuff for right now. Just worry about how to tell from the hours and how to say it. So remember, we don't start at p.m. again after noon. We just keep going. So we're adding each number to the 12, and that gives us our military time. Okay? And it's written just like this. You do not have to put the two dots in the middle. Okay? So I hope you have some fun with military time. Practice when you can. I know some of you are probably playing your video games, maybe Call of Duty or Fortnite, things like that. If you are talking to one another, maybe try to use military time just as a challenge. And there you go. I will see everybody next week when we start learning more about time and focusing more on elapsed time. Okay? Have fun, everyone. Bye-bye.